Right, I'm here with Lukhuxolo Mabece on Boxing Fight Promotions. The 26th of April, you'll be stepping back in the ring. Long-awaited fight for you coming back. Lukho, how are you doing firstly?
I'm feeling great, David. Thank you so much for having me. Just really excited to get back into the game and start fighting again. Just keen to put on a performance, man.
2-0 so far in your career, so you're moving along nicely. Although we'd like you to be in the ring a lot more often. How are you seeing your career progressing?
So far so good. I'd like to have about 3 or 4 fights this year. Just kind of like you said, get a little bit more ring time. But so far I'm happy with it. I'd like to start putting guys away a bit more. So I've been working a lot on my strength and conditioning and just my overall fitness. So you're going to see something special in this fight.
I like that as well, because obviously in the past I don't think we've seen your potential yet. So let's put it that way. So what is the key ingredient to releasing your potential in this fight?
To be honest, it's just on me. I don't want to speak badly about my past opponents, but I don't think I've really fought anybody that's been able to push me to that pace. The last guy had 1 or 2 moments where it seemed like he was going to give me a little bit of a hard time, but I switched to second gear and he just couldn't keep up anymore. And I think the onus is kind of on me to just keep switching gears and keep going forward, just keep pushing myself in the fight. So I'm not really relying on my opponent to throw anything or show me anything, but rather just pushing myself.
You're on a bill with a whole bunch of other youngsters developing, so it's development promotion. There's about 10 bouts on the evening, so you're going to have your work cut out for you watching all the other fights as well. Are you excited to see some of the other names on the card?
Yeah. There's a couple of guys that I'm excited to see, especially Always and Hamza. I'm really happy to see them fighting their pro debut. We've sparred quite a bit over the past 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm really keen to see how they just kind of fight under the lights. So let's see how everyone goes.
I was about to say, because although you're in the hot box gym, you guys actually train under Sean Ness, so it's obviously closer teammates. And seeing boxers that come through his sort of guidance, how do you see Sean Ness progressing as a coach?
I think, to be honest, he's been exceptional. Specifically for myself, the amount of development that I've had under Sean has been tremendous. So, and I think we're still developing, we're still pushing. He's getting better, I'm getting better. So I think as we keep going, Sean is, he's going to kill the game.
And I know that you're a hard worker. I see you in sparring all the time. You put pressure on the guys in the fights. It's going to start translating soon. You mentioned wanting to do a little bit better. Does that include stopping people? Is that what's in the back of your mind?
So honestly, what's in the back of my mind is not necessarily going out and landing some one-punch knockout or something crazy like that. All I want to do is make sure that my opponent is uncomfortable the entire time. He doesn't get to breathe for free. So that's all I want to do, is be there in his face the whole time, making sure that at every moment, at every second of the fight, he's uncomfortable. He's not allowed to breathe. I'm not allowed to breathe. We'll figure it out at the end of it. If one of us happens to fall, fantastic.
You obviously work as well full-time, so you got a full-time job and you're busy doing boxing as well. How have you got the balance for this camp?
To be honest, there's no such thing as balance, man. You put in the time where you can. Sometimes I wake up a little bit earlier and work. Sometimes I go to gym a little bit earlier or go to gym a little bit later. So you kind of just figure out when you can slot in your 1.5 hour session in the morning, 1.5 hour session in the evening, and you kind of just work it around that. And then work, of course, luckily I work sort of like a flexible job, so I can work a little bit earlier. I can miss like an hour and a half during lunchtime. So luckily for me, I'm able to kind of juggle the two.
We're just about maybe 3 weeks away, I think from today actually. We're 3 weeks away from the fight, as per this interview when it's released. But how's your excitement?
My excitement? To be honest, it hasn't really hit me yet, that I'm fighting. It's more like now I'm just so focused on getting better and getting the weight right and getting fitter and getting faster and stronger that I'm not even, it doesn't even feel like there's an end goal where I'm going to get to fight somebody. But I know as it gets closer, it's going to start to dawn on me. But I'm really, really keen to just get in there and put on a performance, get a stoppage. That's really what I'm hoping for.
We're going through your opponent's record just off camera just a little bit earlier there, and of course he's got 1 win and he's got 2 losses on his record, but that doesn't suggest anything. He's a 3 fights experience. It's more of an experienced fighter than you. You've of course enjoyed more success in your career so far. You're going 2-0, but do you consider his experience to be something that might challenge you?
No, not really, man. I get to spar with some of the best fighters in this country, some of the best fighters in the world. So I think that I've seen all shades, shapes, and colors. He can come with whatever he wants, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to adapt. And let's see if he can handle me.
And just to, in the past, obviously, like the weight cuts, obviously been difficult. I think it was in your first or second fight. I think it was. This time around, all good on that front.
Yeah, this time weight's looking good. It's coming down quite easily. So yeah, gonna be happy to fight at 55.3.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that division as well. I mean, it's quite a stacked division in the country, a lot of big names there. I mean, do you want to match up against anyone in particular in the future?
No one to particularly call out or anything like that. Personally, all they got to do is line them up and I'll knock them down, man. I don't really care for names or anything like that. You bring me who you think is good and we'll eat them up.
All right, and a prediction on fight night? How do you get the win?
TKO third round.
All right, Mystic Mac, let's do this. Let's go ahead with this.
I predict these things, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Do you have a message for your opponent before you step in there with him?
A simple one. I wish you well in the wars to come.
Okay, including your one? Okay, well, fair enough. And then just lastly, Luko, any thank yous, any shout outs for anybody?
Yeah, just thank you to Sean S, Colin Nathan and Larry for putting this together for me and believing in me, sorry. Yeah, hope to give you guys a taste of what I've really got.